Hey guys, CD here. This is going to be another one from the heart. Today I'm going to talk about the first time I've done DMT. Now, that's not the first time you've seen that title. This is going to be a part 2 to that video. I'm going to make a part 2 to probably 90% of the videos I make because psychedelic experiences are hard to remember. So the first time that I had done DMT, my friend had just came home from work. He had just gotten the cart from his coworker. He sat down, he whipped out the cart, and I said, I really hope that it's good. And he said, I had already done it. It's good. And so he hadn't told me anything else about the trip. He just said that it was good. It was fun. And so he told me not to be scared of it, to take 4 hits, 3 to 4 hits, and to go through the experience. So I ended up hitting it. I actually took 4 hits. The last video I said 3. I had taken 4. I had talked to him and confirmed it. Um, I had taken 4 hits, and I set it down. And we were watching a river video. I know that might sound dumb or a minor detail, but that was the first thing that he had tripped to. He had just tripped to a river video, the same one that I watched. And I'll tell you what, that was the best thing that he ever could have turned on, and I'd recommend that for most anybody who's tripping for their first time is to turn on a relaxing river video. But anyways, he turns on the river video, and the water's flowing. I'm getting into the trip very quickly because it's DMT, so it hits very fast. And I remember the sounds getting louder and louder, and the water started to sound like birds chirping, or you could even call it computer noises. But at that point in time, I would say that it was closer to birds chirping. Uh, so the sounds getting louder, colors are more vibrant, and the river is now flowing off this TV screen. You could see the water flowing, and it's now coming off the TV screen. And that's creating a bunch of lines and patterns across the rest of my field of vision. I was looking down at the carpet, and the river's flowing down onto the carpet, creating this strange pattern I couldn't even remotely begin to describe to you, but it ended up creating a pattern that was repeating across my entire carpet. And on top of that pattern, or underneath it, was it looked like oil. It looked like an oil slick. It looked like oil just being pulled down from the top of my vision down towards the bottom. It was almost very reminiscent of like what you think of when you get acid visuals. It was just like oil, like it was just oil, and it was just being pulled down across my vision on top of the pattern or underneath the pattern. I couldn't quite tell you, but it was definitely happening. And then I sit forward because it's intense. So I'm sitting forward and I'm focusing on my breathing. I remember having the thought as I was coming up, or as I was already in the experience, thinking that I needed to breathe. I'm not breathing a lot, so I need to breathe. So I'm going, and I'm doing that over and over and over again. I'm breathing and I'm breathing and I'm looking at my hands at this point. I'm looking forward and breathing and looking at my hands. And the lines that were coming off of the TV screen from the river were now on my hands, but now they weren't connected to the river at all, or to the video at all. I wasn't even thinking about the river. I was thinking about the fact that my hands were now covered in lines, and now that they look wrinkly, they looked old. And so I'm sitting there, I'm breathing, I'm talking about how heavy it is, and my friend says, right about now is when it should hit you. And then all of a sudden, it just all hit me, and it was way heavier than it was before. I couldn't quite describe how it shifted, but it definitely became more heavy. And I'm sitting going through the experience, probably about 30 seconds after he says that, maybe a minute after he says that, he says right now is when his coworker would take another hit. And in my head, I'm so high, I'm so gone. And he says that to me, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. And in my head, that's all I could actually physically say. But in my head, I'm like, how in the hell? Like, why would you take another hit? Like, I'm already gone. Like, why would you take another hit? Um, And so I go through the experience talking about how my hands are running clean. I do that over and over again. I say that probably 3 or 4 times. And I'm breathing and I'm breathing and I'm breathing. And eventually I come out of it. And as I come out of it, it wears off. And I relax. I sit back. I breathe. My friend had, I believe, a bowl loaded, or possibly we had a joint or a blunt already rolled. So we started smoking that. That was super nice. Smoking after DMT feels super nice. Everybody should enjoy smoking after DMT, even though it's probably not the best thing to do. And I talked to him about the experience past that, and he told me about his. Um, I think I've caught a lot of the details that I missed out on the first DMT video. Uh, Other than that, I think that we're good. I think that is all that I can really tell you guys about the first trip. Now, please remember that this was a year and a half ago. It's hard for me to remember, and this is my own personal experience. Not your experience may not go that way, and it probably didn't go that way if you've already had it. Um, Other than that, I think that that's it, and I hope everybody has a great day. Please comment, let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys like the video, if you guys have any suggestions on what I should do going forward, please let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. All right, later. Have a great day.